Stephen Curry jumped into headlines after standing up for his wife Ayesha, when rapper Killer Mike made a comment online that crossed a line.
I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but Ayesha Curry is putting in maximum effort to let the world know that she is struggling with trying not to cheat on her husband. And because she can just smell an opportunity to embarrass this man, because she gets on every interview telling everybody about just how frustrated she is with his success, how frustrated she is that women desire him, how much she wished it was her being lusted after by people who don't give a fuck about her, how desperately she wants to get attention from other men, how locked down she feels with the kids. Every fucking interview she goes on, she unwarrantedly forces us to listen to her vent about her not wanting to be with her husband. She wants to go be Glorilla or some shit. Like, we get it, bro. Just go drop an album or some shit. Like, stop embarrassing this man, bro. This shit is getting pathetic.
The situation unfolded when a video clip started circulating and Killer Mike dropped a remark underneath it, poking fun at Ayesha and hinting that she was unhappy in her marriage. He even went as far as to compare her to another artist, suggesting that Steph was being embarrassed publicly. It didn't take long before Steph himself stepped in, and the way he responded is what really caught everyone's attention. He told him that he expected better from him, and he made it very clear that he wasn't going to let anyone disrespect his wife. That single exchange set the internet on fire because it wasn't just about a quick clapback. It was about Steph showing that when it comes to Ayesha, he won't stay silent. This moment carried weight because Stephen Curry is usually known for keeping things classy and calm. He rarely engages in public arguments, especially not on social media. That's part of his image. He's the guy who lets his game on the court do the talking. So when people saw him jump into the comments to defend Ayesha, it showed just how personal this felt. It wasn't about basketball, fame, or even handling criticism. It was about standing up for his wife in a very direct and public way. Fans immediately flooded the conversation. But regardless of opinions, the moment highlighted that even celebrities deal with the messy, unfiltered side of online culture. What made this even more interesting is that Killer Mike isn't just any random voice online. He's an established rapper, someone known for being outspoken and respected in music and cultural conversations. So his comment about Ayesha carried more weight than if it came from an anonymous account. When a figure like that takes a shot, it creates a bigger reaction. Steph's decision to respond head-on showed that he was going to let the source of the comment change how he handled it. Whether it came from a stranger or a well-known name, he drew the line the same way. That consistency only added to the respect many fans had for him after the exchange. On social media, moments like this often take on a life of their own. Clips and screenshots popped up everywhere, and debates started about whether Killer Mike was just joking or if his remark went too far. Some argued that as a rapper known for his blunt style, Mike might not have meant anything too serious. Others pointed out that marriage is a sensitive subject, and making jokes about someone's partner can easily come across as disrespect. That tension fueled the online chatter, with people taking sides and dissecting every word. Steph's response also fits into a bigger pattern that fans have noticed about him and Ayesha over the years. Their relationship has always been in the public eye. It's not just because Steph is an NBA star, but also because Ayesha has built her own career as a TV personality, cookbook author, and entrepreneur. The two of them share their lives with the public more than most celebrity couples, and that openness has sometimes made them targets for jokes and criticism. Ayesha especially has faced a lot of online commentary, from her cooking brand to her fashion choices, two past interviews that went viral. For Steph, stepping in here was more than just defending her from one comment. It was about pushing back on a history of people feeling entitled to take shots at her. And that's why the exchange struck a chord with so many. It wasn't just another case of a celebrity clapping back. It showed the balance Steph and Ayesha have had to strike between living their lives in the spotlight and maintaining their bond as a couple. Fans saw a husband stepping into the mess of online chatter and making it clear where he stood. For many, that moment reinforced the idea that the Curry family presents a united front, no matter what gets thrown at them. Toward the end of the online back and forth, The story turned less about Killer Mike and more about Steph and Ayesha's dynamic. People began sharing old clips of the two together. Interviews where Steph praised her, and even highlights of how they support each other's careers. The internet conversation shifted into a reminder that despite the noise, their relationship has endured through years of public attention. That history gave Steph's defense even more impact, because it wasn't just about words, it was about a track record of loyalty. It's also worth remembering that Steph and Ayesha's story goes back long before the fame. They first met as teenagers at church, reconnected years later, and eventually built a family together with 3 kids. While Steph's career has made him one of the most recognizable athletes in the world, Ayesha has always been right there by his side, building her own path. Her partnership is often highlighted as an example of balance between 2 people who both have their own successes while staying connected as a family. That background explains why Steph's response to Killer Mike felt so authentic. He was in just defending a public figure. He was defending the woman he has been with since before the championships and the spotlight. In the end, what could have been a passing comment turned into a major talking point because of the way Steph handled it. He didn't ignore it, and he didn't blow it out of proportion. Instead, he chose to speak up clearly, directly, and respectfully, making his stance known. That approach gave people a new glimpse into his personality, showing that while he might usually keep things quiet, he knows when to draw the line. For fans, it became one more reason to admire him, not just as a player, but as a husband. When the people involved are in the public eye,